Hello, everybody. I have finally finished my dining room table. I was trying to figure out, how to make everything balance, and I really like this. I think it came out really nice. The only person missing would have been if I could make shimmer, and then I'd have all my favorite people on my table. So, that's my friend Kathy. We have been friends since sixth grade, and we still stay in touch. And then, of course, that was my daughter. So, yeah. I like that very much. I'm excited. Everything is at the airport from Temu from my bathroom. So I'm hoping that by the end of the week I can show you that. And the sugar ants came back today. And everything was cleaned up and down with vinegar, baking soda, everything. I came in here. This sink was absolutely empty. It was clean. And I have just little tiny, tiny ants all over the place. So I don't know. I just recently put this in here. I am being diligent about, washing my dishes immediately. And, but this one had to soak just a little. So I'm going to put some detergent in there again and just let it. I will wash it, pretty soon. But I've been pretty diligent about it. I've also been having those fruit flies everywhere. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna get a drain cover for my drain maybe, and that may determine if they're coming up from the drain. So yeah, we shall see about that. So I did not sing today with Bruce. I've been a wreck. This is gonna sound odd to people, okay? But Dave and I were very much into bald eagles. We loved them so much. And that's why we moved to Tennessee. That's why we moved to Pigeon Forge eventually, because the Eagle Foundation was there, Dollywood was there, and we were watching a nest right next to the Kroger's on Winfield on Parkway. I mean, we just, they're our favorite animal in the whole world. And so starting last year, I started watching Jackie and Shadow, who are eagles in the Big Bear Lake area of California. Let me go sit down. I'm not showing my face because I've been crying. And even, it sounds odd to people that a lot of us are crying over losing Jackie, who passed away. She's been a national treasure, for like the past 8 years. Her and Shadow have been together in that nest. They have raised, I want to say, 3 or 4 eaglets, 3 or 4 birthings, of eaglets, and they have entertained us. They have helped a lot of people when they were, sick, going through things. All I had to do was turn on the Nest Cam and watch Jackie and Shadow and just feel happy for a little while, And then the babies brought so much joy just watching them grow up. And the last 2 they had was just recently. Jackie had gotten pregnant early in the season, and she lost those 2 eggs. And so I think the ravens got to the eggs, and then she had another hatchling right after that, and that was Sandy and Luna. And we had been noticing that Jackie was not looking good. Her feathers were ruffled, her colors were off. She was having odd, aggressive behaviors, fighting for food, when Shadow would bring the food in, and we just knew something was off. So on July 18th, Jackie was out on the ground on the shore, and nobody knew it, but she was very weak, and at that point was unable to fly, which was noticed. The two eagles came down and were fighting with her. It might have been over a fish. I'm not really sure what started that. But after that altercation, Jackie just stayed there for hours. Did not attempt to get up and fly. And she was noticed by a couple of people. She was noticed by the gentleman who works down there. And they sent for help. And Jackie was rescued, and she was sent to the Ojai Raptor Center in Ojai, California. And for 3 weeks, they tried so hard to try and find out why she had extremely severe anemia. They did testing. They ruled out all the common causes of anemia. And then eventually they did the more diagnostic testing to try and figure out the cause. Unfortunately, by that time it was too late, and several days later Jackie passed away on her own, despite oxygen therapy and all of that. Her bone marrow was not producing red blood cells. We just finally got the final report, and it claimed that she had blood clots in her wing and in her kidney. Her liver was abnormal. Her lungs were abnormal. This is all signs of a very major systemic illness, but they still don't know what caused all of that. And I can finally talk about it without bawling, because there's been so many videos about her. And I am an empath. I'm not a strong empath, but I do have some ability, and it's just hard, because Eagles and Dave go together, And so I guess that's why I have been so emotional. And I ordered, you see those eagles over there? I got that from the Bradford Exchange last year when Sunny and Gizmo, they were the babies from last year. So Dave and I love eagles, okay? I have had this since 1988. It has been through a lot. It's lost feathers. I think it lost, there's only one feather left. But, we have always been very, very in love. And this thing that I got from Bradford Exchange is just gorgeous. Now, there were 3 babies last year. Unfortunately, one of them did die in a winter storm, but then the other 2, Gizmo and, now I can't remember, but anyway, 2 of them survived, and they were so fun to watch. They were so feisty. They were always picking on each other, and it was just so much joy. So these are rocks that my Dave made. Dave was very much into art. He loved getting all of the military sets, that you get at the toy stores, and he built so much stuff. He built helicopters, army men, army jeeps, all kinds of stuff, and he would use these as his backdrops. And so I was able to keep these, and they go so perfectly with the eagles. So the community's been very, very sad over Jackie, and so now is a new chapter. And that's the story of Jackie and Shadow. And there has been a very young female hanging out with him over the past week. And those of us who are very spiritual believe that Jackie may have sent this young eagle to be with Shadow in this time of sorrow. So, yeah, so I couldn't sing tonight. And I hadn't slept in like 24 hours, so I slept 8 hours. And when I woke up, it was 4 a.m., and I'm sure Bruce was done by then. So, anyway, guys, I love y'all so much. And yeah, I redid my living room a little bit because my Barbies kept falling over all the time. You know, over here, I had them over here, and every time I bumped into this thing, they would fall over. So I redid this area here, and I've just put the pictures that I did have of, you know, concerts that I've been to. This was the Kelly Clarkson Christmas show I went to in I want to say it was 2016 maybe. Yeah. And Reba came out as a special guest, and I was like, oh my gosh, Kelly and Reba, my two favorite people. And I'm not sure, this was some other singer, I don't know who she was. And then of course I have had this for years, Tim and Faith. And this was when she was pregnant with their first child. So yeah, I was able to save some pictures from the country views, but not many. Most of them got left behind when I had to leave Sevierville. Just to say hi. Are you going to say hi? Meow. And yes, I need to vacuum. This girl sheds like crazy. So I had the pink, the ottoman right there, and it just doesn't go anymore. So I covered that up with that I've had for a long time. Took away the pink lamp that was there, and I put that one there. So now everything's more together. There's no strange colors, ChatGPT was helping me with my decorating, actually, and they said it was okay to keep the pink up there, that it looks okay, and I guess it does. So I'll be getting two more pillows, because I do want to get some Christmas pillow covers for when the holidays come around. And let's see here. I did get some. Where are they? I got these. And I thought I was going to use these, but the pink looks really pretty. So I'm going to get some Christmas covers. So that's going to be nice. And that's going to be about it for today. I just felt like coming on and saying hello, and sorry that I couldn't sing tonight, but I'm feeling better finally. I just had to get some sleep, and yeah. And I did put a post on my post area with a picture of Jackie, and so you can see her. And everybody, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.